Hello, my name is Paul Field. I'm the founder and managing director of WFP Fire and Security. The reason I'm making this video today is to talk to you about the EMS 5000 system. So rather than tell you about numbers, this is what it looks like. So it's a big metal box, a couple of areas on the roof, and it's called the EMS 5000 or the EMS FirePoint 5000 radio fire alarm system. It was the premier radio fire alarm product on the market in its time. There was about 2 or 3 choices, but if you asked any installer of fire alarm systems at the time, EMS was the chosen product because it had great technical support, it had great warranty, it lasted a long time, and it was just basically did the job that it was supposed to do. So that's the EMS 5000. So the question that we get asked is like, is this obsolete? Now in 2013 it was made obsolete. The manufacturer made £1 million worth of kit to support the systems that were out there, and that was sold in about a year. After that point you can't buy any new. So if you wanted to network this to next door, you can't, because you can't buy another one of these panels. If you've split your office into smaller units and you need more smoke detectors, you can't buy more smoke detectors for this system. Legally you can't buy them. So but what you can do with them is you could repair them. So if this panel was to break, you could send it off to the manufacturer or the part that's broken, get that repaired, come back, fit it, and you'd be back to where you was before it broke. Same with smoke detectors and sounders and interfaces and all the bits and pieces that go on the radio fire alarm system. So the manufacturer committed to support that until 2018. Because they wondered if the component manufacturer would still be available. It still is, this is what they're telling us at the moment, but the issue they've got now is that if the component manufacturer decides to stop making the parts, then they can't repair the detector that you've sent to them. So if you need any repairs doing, then you need to jump on it and deal with it straight away, or think of the other choices. So the questions that I get asked, is it safe and is it legal? So with any fire alarm system, there should be one light on it, which is green. It should be system healthy, or I should say system normal, and that's it. You should have no faults on it. If you get a fault on your fire alarm system, you need to address it. So you call your maintenance company and you deal with the fault. Whatever the recommended actions you need to take to get that system back to where it was with system healthy with just one green light. The legal side is slightly different. The legal side is now, component manufacturers say there's a 10-year working life for electronics. Fire alarm manufacturers will talk to you about their particular product, and it ranges from 8 years to 15 years, depends on the manufacturer. So you really need to understand, how old the system is. Now, if your system is 20 years old and you had a fire and it didn't work properly for whatever reason, the question that the insurance company could ask you is, why didn't you upgrade your system that was 20 years old and past its 10-year or 15-year working life? And that's when, if you say things like, well, I couldn't afford it, is not a great defence to not having done whatever the issue is. So there's that thing to consider, but that's down to you to decide, where you are with it. If you're on top of it, you haven't changed your building, you're on top of all the faults, and you're testing it either 6 monthly, you might want to consider testing it every 4 months to mitigate the potential risks of something going wrong. As long as you're doing your weekly test, you've potentially got an argument there. So if you've got any questions with this, give us a ring, and because every system is different and every solution could be different, and we'll talk you through potential choices that you've got with your EMS 5000 or your EMS 5000 FirePoint, which is this panel, as I was showing you earlier. So I'm Paul Field, I'm the Managing Director and founder of WFP Fire and Security, and hopefully this video has been useful for you. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.